There's only one word to describe this concert. Freaky. Music lovers and concertgoers, what is going on, and welcome back to Spotlight on Tours, where we talk all things concerts and live music. I'm your host, Jake Kelly, and this is the second concert in my entire life that I have ever left early from. For the second different reason. I was just really tired, and it was a late night show. Sorry. Anyway, y'all, this is the post-concert recap for Timmy Trumpet's Freak Show from... I couldn't even remember the date. February 23rd, 2024. I just looked it up. From Big Night Live, Timmy Trumpet's Freak Show. This is the official post-concert video for that. And like always, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rank each category 1 through 5. Stage presence, crowd interaction, production, opening acts, set list, you name it. As you guys can probably tell, I've had a couple of these tonight, and I got a little bit of a buzz going on right now, but we're going to work through it. We're just going to get right into it. Before we get into the Timmy Trumpet concert recap, I just want to say that my suite mate and I, we made a last-minute decision the other night to go to Lil Tecca at MGM Music Hall, and his Heaven on Earth tour in Boston. So we went to that. I didn't make a pre-concert video for it because it was a last-minute decision, but I'm going to do a post-concert recap like I always do, and that's going to be coming out in the coming days. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, y'all, Timmy Trumpet was insane. The way he performs is just absolutely incredible. I loved his stage presence. I loved all the dance moves that he did throughout all the EDM tracks. The lighting was great. His performance was great. I loved his little trumpet solos that he was doing throughout his little set there, throughout some of the EDM songs. I love that he played, the trumpet live, which again, I'm not really even surprised at all because that's his main act. His name is literally Timmy Trumpet, so you're going to expect that the trumpet verses of his original music he's going to play live. And he did, and it sounded amazing. This show was just about, if not slightly more than what I had expected because, I'm going to be honest, as I predicted, the crowd was electric. They were crazy. They were going insane. The production was great. The lighting was great. Shebang, shebang, shebang. And the opening acts were solid too. Costa was very good. Angelo the Kid was pretty good too. And Rivas, he was good as well. He came on. I showed up once again, as I predicted. Midway through his set, I showed up, and he was pretty good. So I thought overall it was a pretty solid night. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I did leave early just because it was late. I had a long walk back at night, and I had some stuff going on in the morning, and I just wanted to, get back early, reasonable hour. He had just done the song Narco that I really wanted to hear live, and he did that song right before I left, and I was like, okay, I think he's done most of what I came to see, so I decided to leave, and I had enough to talk about it here in this video. The one song that I did miss, though, was Another Level. I don't even know if he did that song. I don't know what other songs he did. I don't even know how late he played. I left at about like 1:30, 1:45 in the morning. So that show could have gone till 3 a.m. For all I knew. I had predicted the show was going to get done around like midnight, 1 a.m. in my preview video. I left at 1:45 and it was still going strong. So, late night concerts, it's just one of those things where it's like, you got to be prepared to stay up late, and I, wasn't fully prepared, but at least I got to see pretty much all my favorite songs of his, with the exception of one, which I don't even know if he did live. So obviously, overall, I think Timmy Trumpet puts on a pretty good show. Like, he just, kept on going, like, welcome to the Freak Show. We're just getting started, etc., etc., etc. Really just trying to hype the crowd up and interacting them in that way. He didn't really call out anybody in particular. So I'm going to give him a 3 for crowd interaction, just because, he didn't really, call anybody out in particular, and he was just doing, the typical EDM hype up that you would normally do. But what stood out for me, and like I said towards the beginning, like towards like the middle of this video, I had said that this concert was slightly above my expectations, just because unlike when I saw Two Friends back in Mansfield at the Xfinity Center back in June, I felt like this was the reality of what EDM is, what EDM I feel like could and potentially could be. You know, I've always pictured it for the longest time to be EDM as the type of genre where if you go see a concert live, you're going to have artists on stage that rely on the crowd to really, you know, provide all the energy for you, whether it's doing a certain wave or like a certain clap beat or whatever they want you to do to like make sure the show goes the way they want them to. So I just felt like with Timmy Trumpet, that version of EDM happened. With Two Friends, that version of EDM did not happen. And because of everything that I said at the beginning of this video, how his performance went, I'm giving Timmy Trumpet a 5 out of 5 for stage presence, because I just think the way that Timmy performed, you know, I just think that, you know, that's what an EDM concert should look like, and I loved his energy and I loved his performance. I'm giving him a 5 out of 5. Production, also 5 out of 5. You know, the lighting effects were amazing. The production was insane. The smoke effects were crazy. You had the two smoke machines on the very far ends going up and the ones kind of in the middle both going down onto the crowd that was on the club floor, which was pretty insane. And I think Big Night Live just kind of has those machines just built into the venue, and I love the way that they utilize them at pretty much every single concert or event that they put on. And because of that usage by Timmy Trumpet and, like, you know, him working with the venue to get that established and all that, he's going to get a 5 out of 5 for production. Set list. I'm actually going to say NA for set list, just because, you know, EDM is one of those types of genres where, like, you can get, like, a whole, like, mix of different music. Like, there was a lot of, like, cover songs with, like, remixes added to them. Like, I heard some other EDM songs, like Ahmet Ozcan. I don't know, maybe he threw in some Steve Aoki in there as well. And I also heard, you know, covers of various songs, like, that were, like, popular. So, you know, I'm not going to even give a number for set list, because I don't even think you can really make a set list out of a Timmy Trumpet show or just an EDM show in general. So I'm saying NA for set list. And opening acts, I'm going to just rank the opening acts from what I thought was worst to best out of the three. The best opening act, I'm going to have to go with Costa, just because I feel like he interacted with the crowd the most. You know, he kept on, you know, being like, if you got a birthday tonight, make some noise, etc., etc. And I felt like, you know, that's the type of DJ you want at a club, is someone like Costa who hypes up the crowd, who does a really good job, who goes out of his way to make good production, to, you know, just make sure that the crowd is all good. And he's just someone who knows the nightlife scene really well and knows what he's doing. So Costa's number one. Number two, I'm going to have to go with Rivas. You know, I thought Rivas did a really good job. I don't think he really interacted with the crowd as much as I would have liked to see. But, you know, I thought the music he played was pretty good. And then last, just barely. Rivas barely beat him, but Angelo the Kid, I'm going to go with the DJ that I enjoyed the least. Just because I feel like Angelo the Kid didn't really hype the crowd up very much. He did talk during his set, unlike Rivas, but I just felt like during Angelo the Kid's set, it was just kind of boring. He didn't really seem like he was too into it and just wanted to kind of get off the stage after he was done. And that's why Angelo the Kid is at number 3 as far as 3 out of 3 as far as like my opening act rankings. Overall, I'm giving Timmy Trumpet a 5 out of 5 for opening acts, though. You know, he had 3 DJs who were all pretty good. And, you know, even though I had Angelo the Kid ranked at number 3, I still thought he was pretty good. I thought he played some solid music. I just didn't think he was as good as Rivas or Costa, though. Anyway, we made it through this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for the Lil Tecca post-concert recap. That's going to be coming out soon. Again, I do apologize that I didn't end up making a preview video for that. It was a last-minute decision, but that video is going to come out very soon. Once again, thank you so much for watching. As always, you can follow this channel on Instagram at Spotlight on Tour Show below. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Jake Kelly. And until next time, rock on. Oh, man.